my best friends, she is very loud and outspoken, and she doesn't like something that you do, she'll tell you. And for me, I like to keep things cool and calm. I care about the vibe of how things are going on. And so even if I'm like uncomfortable, I don't like something you did, it's really difficult for me to bring it up because it'll imbalance the vibes that are going on.
Mm,
Um, and I realized through her behavior, whenever she would tell me that I did something that she didn't like, I really appreciated it. I really appreciated that she was letting me know about that.
mm,
And it has given me the okay to do that myself because I see what it's like on the receiving end. And like, it's not like sometimes it's not like, dang, it sucks that you're calling me out saying you don't like this behavior. And maybe sometimes I feel like that behavior is fine and justified. But overall, like just voicing like purely like how things resonate for us because you care about yourself, but also you care about the other person and the relationship you have together. um, that was huge for me, and I would like to think that I kind of showed her how to be more gentle and to let go of things, if it's not like super important to get across, because there's always like a spectrum of for everything, right? So
mhm.
sometimes you need to speak on it, other times it's not worth it to speak on it.
Right. Yeah, choose your battles
So
sometimes. Yeah.
exactly.
I like that point. And I mostly throughout my life have been like you, where I don't like to cause the conflict in a relationship and say, this really bothers me, or I'd prefer if you don't do that. We all are going to
Mhm.
feel that way when you spend enough time with another human being. I think for me, I was afraid of being rejected or abandoned. I think I just had it in my subconscious mind that if I corrected somebody's behavior or just said I was uncomfortable, they would just not want to hang out
Mhm.
with me anymore. It would just be an
Yeah.
immediate rejection. I didn't take into account that they perhaps liked hanging out with me and wouldn't mind an uncomfortable moment. And in fact, that could bring us closer together. And I learned that later. Since then, I've had experiences similar to what you're describing with your friend, where people have been brave enough to say that. And I just kind of appreciate it as long as I didn't try to overcompensate and be peaceful, be the peaceful one. Like, oh, okay, sure, I'll correct that. You need to give your honest reaction. That bonds
Mhm.
people closer. And
Yes.
I would say that I even consciously think about this idea now in a friendship. If there's a newer friendship, I think to myself, have we had any conflict at all yet? And often the answer is no, we haven't. I guess I don't have as many friends like you that, or like your friend that are really blunt, because certain people,
Mhm.
first conversation, they'll happily do that. But I don't have
Yeah.
as many friends out here like that. But I always think, oh, we're in the pre-conflict phase of our relationship. We're going to grow closer once they do something that bothers me or I do something that bothers them. And one of us has the courage to bring it up. And then it's uncomfortable
Mhm.
for a moment. And then we know each
Right.
other better. And then we've had a vulnerable moment. I mean, yeah, it's so valuable. I love that scenario that you're describing.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the concept of growth, right? Like it has to be uncomfortable. You have to like you have to feel the uncomfortability and get down to the bottom of it and then figure out how to move forward. And moving forward is that growth that's taking place.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
yeah. Thank God for all the different people in the world that we can all grow with each other because of
Yeah.
each other.